Today we remember and pay tribute to Private John Barclay. John Barclay was born in Melbourne in 1892 to Lachlan and Elizabeth Barclay. Little is known of his early life, such as where he attended school. But when the First World War began, he was working as a labourer. He enlisted for service on the 30th of December 1914 and was allocated to the 4th Reinforcements to the 8th Battalion. On the 2nd of February 1915, John, known as Jack, married his childhood sweetheart, Mary Louisa Louis Clark. Only 2 months later, Jack embarked aboard the transport ship Wiltshire. Louisa was expecting their first child when he left. After a brief stop in Egypt, Jack sailed for Gallipoli, where he arrived and joined the 8th Battalion on the 25th of May. The 3 officers and 114 men of the 4th Reinforcements brought the battalion back up to strength after heavy losses incurred at Karitha earlier that month. Over the next few weeks, the battalion supplied work parties to 4 units and was engaged in digging a trench from Shrapnel Valley up to the front line to protect supply runs from the Turkish snipers. On the 21st of June, Jack was a member of a working party tasked with carrying supplies up to the front line. During one of his forays carrying fresh water to his mates, he was hit by shrapnel and killed instantly by a Turkish shell as it exploded near him. His body was carried back down to Shrapnel Valley, where he was laid to rest. He was 22 years old. After the war, a clearly shattered Louisa added this epitaph to her fallen husband's headstone. I've no darling now, I'm weeping, baby and I you left alone. In early 2000s, journalist John Hamilton visited Gallipoli for Anzac Day and came across Jack Barclay's headstone. He returned to Australia determined to find out who baby was and if the child was still living. He discovered that John Michael Barclay, born on the 12th of October 1915 and known as Jack, grew up never knowing about his father. His mother had found her son so painful a reminder of her late husband that she gave up the child for adoption. It was a chance meeting in a Melbourne pub that young Jack struck up a conversation with war veteran Tommy Barclay. After talking for some time, the men realised they were related. In fact, Tommy was Jack's uncle. He had served on Gallipoli with the 6th Battalion and had visited Jack's father on the day he was killed. Young Jack later joined the 2nd 5th Battalion and saw service in the Middle East and New Guinea during the Second World War. Throughout his service, he carried a digger's prayer card, and when he passed away, his family asked the journalist, John Hamilton, to place this card and a poppy on his father's headstone on Gallipoli. In a way, Hamilton was able to reunite a father and son who had never known each other and who had each given their all for their nation. Jack Barclay's name is listed on the Roll of Honour on my right, along with around 60,000 others from the First World War. This is but one of many stories of service and sacrifice told here at the Australian War Memorial. We now remember Private John Barclay and all Australians who have given their lives in the service of our nation.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.